good, beer is good, beer is good, it's good.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the Beer Chasers. I'm Preston. We're joined once again by Nate Paul. Nate, how's it going?
Doing really good.
So we have two more fall beers on deck today. Nate, what do we got?
We got Funky Buddha Sweet Potato Casserole Strong Ale and Cigar City's Good Gourd.
So I think you've had the sweet potato casserole before.
And I'm so excited about this one.
We've both had good Gourd. It's been a little while. Super excited to try it and rate it. You ready to go?
I'm always ready.
Let's drink some beer. Funky Buddha Sweet Potato Casserole Strong Ale is stated to be a fall treat just like Mom used to make, featuring flavors of gooey marshmallow, fall spices, and gobs of sweet potato. It has an ABV of 7.9%, an IBU of 30. Beer Advocate rates it at 88. Rate Beer rates it at 94. Alright, so up first we have Funky Buddha's Sweet Potato Casserole Strong Ale. Say that 5 times fast.
No.
Alright, let's look at the appearance. What would you call that color?
I'd call that a hazy gold.
Yeah, it's definitely cloudy. I guess that's to be expected if there is some sweet potato in here. It's going to lend to some of that kind of like cloudiness.
Yeah.
What do you want to rate that appearance?
Honestly, for a strong ale, they're usually a little bit darker.
Yeah, but let's be fair. It's a sweet potato
Strong
ale.
Okay. Still, okay. So, to be fair with the sweet potato, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the color of a sweet potato-ish. At least the skin, maybe.
Yeah.
To be fair, give it a 3. Let's go for the smell. It's I guess interesting is one word. So I've had their blueberry cobbler, and I'm getting a very similar smell. So maybe it's something with the marshmallow or the vanilla that they use for their beers. It has a very interesting smell. I don't get much sweet potato.
I'm not getting any sweet potato. I'm getting a marshmallow. It's I'm getting lots of marshmallow from it.
I don't get a maltiness. I don't get hops. It's kind of a marshmallow.
I have to breathe very deep to get any of the smells out of this thing.
Yeah. So, what do you want to rate that smell?
Actually, I think I lost it.
Yeah.
The smell's gone. 2.
Yeah.
It started, went nice, went to nothing. So, 2.
I'd say a 2 as well. So, I guess the best part, the taste. Cheers. You get a lot of that vanilla. Definitely, which is nice. It tastes nice.
The linger sweet potato.
Yeah.
The linger on this thing is definitely your sweet potato. So, it's almost a marshmallow sweet potato beer. Because you get that full front of the marshmallow, then a nice sweet potato linger on it.
Yeah, it really comes way late. The base beer is kind of meh. I mean, I'm not really sure what style it is. I guess ale, obviously.
No, okay. That's it. They either on purpose or made the mistake of calling it a strong ale. I've had a couple strong ales. I enjoy my strong ales. This isn't a strong ale.
Yeah. Maybe it's strong ale because of the ABV. Maybe they're going like it's an imperial ale kind of thing, but
I guess. But if you're gonna use a term that has a full following from England, Scotland, America started doing it, you have a style of beer that you're trying to go for, and that's not what I'm tasting.
Yeah. So what do you want to rate the taste? I mean, do you have any more descriptors for it, or like I said, to me, it's the base beer is kind of, I won't say bland, but it's very
for the sweet potato casserole part. I think they're close. They're getting it. Like I said, you taste the sweet potato, you taste the marshmallow. For the strong ale, which, like I said, if you didn't put it on there, I wouldn't bring it up. For strong ale, it's not.
Yeah.
So I'll go for, because you said strong ale, 2.5.
Yeah, I'll go 2.75. It's definitely below the 3. It's not exactly what I was expecting reading it on the label and looking at the picture there and everything that was there.
Yeah.
It's
like I said, you have your sweet potato casserole. Don't say strong ale. Don't try to make something that you're not.
So what do you think about the mouthfeel?
That's pleasant. There's nothing too extreme, nothing too bad. You're tasting it, you're enjoying it, moving on. Like there's no extremities on either end when it comes to that mouthfeel. So there's not a lot to talk about, but in some aspects that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's got a nice carbonation level. It coats nicely. It's not dry. It definitely sticks around. Coats nicely. So I think that matches the style which you would think from like a sweet potato, marshmallow kind of beer.
Exactly. So for mouthfeel, that actually pulls it up for me. For mouthfeel, I'll bring it to a 3.5, 4.
Yeah, I'd say 3.5. So overall, where's that going to put the sweet potato casserole beer?
Strong ale. Sweet
Strong
potato
ale.
casserole. Strong ale.
I tried to strike that from my memory.
It's stuck there. I'm gonna go for 2.75.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think to me it's like a 2.95. I mean, it's just barely underneath
the
the
drinkability brings it up, but
Yeah.
for what it's supposed to be and what it is,
I think for me it falls kind of in the freak show category where it's like you definitely want to check it out and look and see what's going on there, but
yeah, it's definitely something worth trying, but don't go for it if you're expecting a strong ale from it.
you're not buying a case of it. You're not drinking it, every night after work.
No.
You have one, you enjoy it, and kind of say, "Oh, that's
That's fun.
Yeah. All right, well there you go. That is the sweet potato casserole strong ale. Good Gourd is Cigar City's annual pumpkin offering that incorporates pumpkin during the mash process and then gets a spice mixture including Ceylon cinnamon, Jamaican allspice, Zanzibar cloves, and nutmeg. It is an ABV of 9.4%, an IBU of 35, an SRM of 14. Beer Advocate rates it at 93, Rate Beer rates it at 98. Alright, so up next we have Cigar City's Good Gourd. Let's go for the rating, look at the appearance. Beautiful looking color, kind of orange, a little bit of red.
Nice hazy kind of view to it.
Yeah, a little cloudy, but that's to be expected, I guess, for a pumpkin-y kind of beer.
Yeah.
The head on it was nice, it's dissipated a little bit.
But it was nice and full. But yeah, that is a gorgeous, like, deep orange sunset kind of thing going on.
Looks great. What do you want to rate the appearance?
I'm gonna rate that appearance. That appearance. That's pretty. I'm gonna rate it 5.
I'm going to go 4.75. Damn near perfect. Just had a little more kind of oomph to it. I rate it perfect. Let's go for the smell. Smells nice. You actually get some of the malt on this one. You pick up a little bit of spice, but it's not overbearing. It's not beating you over the head with it.
No, but it's not being overhead, but it's also making you work for that smell.
Yeah. It is a little less pungent than years past. Get way in there.
I'm not getting a lot of smell going on in this thing, so sadly for when it comes to the nose, I can't even tell you pumpkin. I smell hints of something, a little bit of malty sweetness, but not really much.
Yeah.
So sadly, I almost feel blasphemous saying it, but for smell, I'm going to 2.
Okay. I would say a 3. I think it's on point. You get enough of everything that oh, okay, that's pumpkin beer. So, all right. The best part, the taste. Cheers.
That's better.
Yeah. Not bad.
Okay, that's cool. With this one, okay, some of them it's pumpkin pie. You got spice. This is just pumpkin. Straight pumpkin. Like, not getting a lot of spice. Not a bad thing. Like, there's not a lot of beers you get that are literally pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
It's usually pumpkin pie beers or spice beers, but that's a pumpkin.
Yeah, the spices there kind of supports the pumpkin flavor rather than being the other way around, which is a lot of times what you get in pumpkin beer.
Yeah, you actually taste the meat of the pumpkin in this one.
I think the spice balance is nice. It's not overpowering. It's just kind of what you want. Again, it's there to support.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Not overly hoppy. You're not getting like a ton of malt sweetness like some beers.
And that's the thing. It's not a sweet beer. Other pumpkin beers are usually dessert beers, sweet beers like that. No, this isn't a sweet beer. Like, if you ever had a pumpkin straight out, it's not a sweet fruit to begin with, a sweet gourd to begin with. It is just something kind of almost savory, and it is. And that's really awesome. I'm going for a full-on 5 on that one because they're the only beer I've had that actually tastes like, shocker, pumpkin.
Yeah. I would give it a 4. I think there's been years where it's better. I think, again, I've had this one pretty much every year for the last 2 or 3 years, and I think this year's is lacking a little bit in some of the flavor. I think the spice could just be a little more in there, as well as some of the big pumpkin I remember from the past. But again, you do big batches like this, then
Something's going to go somewhere.
Every year could be a little different. So this year I think it's just a little less than last. I still think it's a great beer. I'd rate it, like I said, about a 4.
Okay.
What do you think of the mouthfeel?
Nothing invasive, nothing too constricting, nothing too bitter.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think carbonation-wise is great.
Yeah.
Coating-wise, it's good. It's not super thick, but it's not thin. Not quite medium body, but approaching.
But yeah, it coats it and lingers there, and I think that's nice. For the mouthfeel, because some people might be a little standoffish with the kind of linger never going away, especially when it's more of a savory, like just bland kind of pumpkin rather than a flavory, sweet, spicy. I'm gonna go for a 4.
Yeah, I'll go for a 4 as well. I think it's pretty damn good, better than average, but not perfect.
Yeah.
So overall, where's that going to put good gourd for you?
For me, 4.5.
Yeah, I'd say 3.75, 4. I think years past, I would have easily rated this beer at a 5 or 4.75. Again, the batch this year just not quite as good as last year's, and again, I think that's going to happen when you're doing big batches like this, especially with something with pumpkins and spices. Like, it's easy to kind of not get the mix maybe right from year to year.
And a quick back and forth, like, what is the major difference you think is between last year's and this year's?
I think it's weak in both categories. I think if it had a little more pumpkin oomph and a little more spice oomph, it would have brought it to what last year's was. It just had a little more flavor in both components. I think the balance is still nice in what's there, but it could be amplified a little bit on both sides.
All right.
So, there you have it. That's good gourd. Alright, so with those tastings complete, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Beer Chasers. So we started with Funky Buddha's Sweet Potato Casserole Strong Ale.
Yeah. Don't call it a strong ale if you don't want to make a strong ale.
Yeah, for me it had that kind of weird, that Funky Buddha vanilla kind of weird flavor that I really can't explain. You just have to try it for yourself and kind of see what I'm talking about.
For me, I love English Strongs. I love Scotch wee heavies. I enjoy strong ale. This was not a strong ale. A lick.
Yeah, in the finish there was some of the sweet potatoes, some of the vanilla, but the base beer kind of flat. Beer chasing wise, would you go to the store to pick this one up again?
Sure, because honestly, I'm like, it's a fun dessert beer. Or dessert drink, really.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think I would. Again, it's just not my thing. I love sweet potato pumpkin kind of beer, and this one isn't one that I really enjoyed, so I wouldn't go to the store and pick this one up again. So, being that you would you go 3 hours to the brewery?
No, the store's as far as I'm going to go. If I'm going to go any further, I'll go to a brewery that I actually like and get their sweet potato.
Alright, fair enough. So then we finished the episode with Cigar City's Good Gourd.
Good Gourd. I enjoyed that one because it was the first and pretty much the only beer I've ever had that actually tasted like pumpkin. Not pumpkin pie, not pumpkin spice, not pumpkin donuts, not pumpkin anything. It was straight pumpkin. And that was interesting and fun. Not a dessert beer, not a sweet beer, but if you've ever had straight pumpkin, it's savory, it's full flavored, and that's what this was.
Yeah, for me, I enjoyed it, but I've liked it in years past. Again, every year might be a little different from batch to batch. This year didn't quite hit it off with me, but I'm still going to pick this one up again. We'll jump to that here. So would you go to the store and pick this one up again?
Sure.
I would for sure. Cigar City's only an hour from here, so were you driving to Cigar City to pick this one up?
I'm drinking on the tap from night to day,
Yeah, for sure. I'd pick it up again. If Cigar City was 6 hours away, would you drive for this one for a pumpkin beer?
You know what? For being the only, like I said, only pumpkin beer, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll give it another go.
I would too. Now, would you fly across country for this beer for a special release? Again, you've got company coming to town, you're loaded, you're rich, you got all the time, all the money in the world. Would you go, is this one worth the travel and going and picking up?
No, not really. I enjoy the nichiness of the straight pumpkin flavor. I don't think that's for everybody, so I'm not going to travel across country.
I'd say it's close, but a no. Only because there are some other great ones out there. This one isn't world class amongst, many other beers. It's damn good, but there's others that are just as good.
Yeah, so at the moment for me, I haven't figured out what my #1 pumpkin beer is yet, It's like there's one out there. I know there is, but I haven't found it.
Yeah, well, we'll just keep trying them out. We'll have Beer Chasers 2020. Maybe we'll finally find it. All right, so I think that's going to wrap the episode up. Nate, thank you again for helping out. Always appreciate it. I'm Preston, Nate, we're the Beer Chasers. We'll see you later.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good, and stop. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer. Beer.